Hey guys, we're out sailing in 1.6 metres of water.
Yeah,
it's an unbelievably beautiful day.
Just pulled up anchor. We're on our way to Long Island, which is one of our favourite places because it's home to the famous Dean's Blue Hole, the deepest blue hole in the world, where we've spent a bit of time in the past, but this time's going to be even more special because we're going there and we're bringing some friends of ours.
Good friends of ours, Jack and Fran, are coming to visit us. Very happy to have them on board.
Yeah, we'll come on the boat, we'll teach you, how to sail, and they spend a lot of time on boats, but not the sailing kind, so that'll be really cool. Yeah, join us at the Blue Hole as we all try and dive really, really deep.
That's awesome.
The lips went a little bit blue. But that one's got something to say. Hello, and like and subscribe.
Don't know how to keep loving you now that I know you so well.
What's going on out here?
Lenny's got a little bit to learn.
I know you so well. Don't know how to keep loving you.
What, Lenny, what does this number say? What's that one?
Give me all your numbers, Captain.
5 knots in 8.5 knots, 5.5 knots. It's pretty good.
Feels good. Doesn't feel like we're going 5 knots. I remember on our mono hull, I swear 5 knots felt like
That was flat out.
speedy.
Yeah.
We were fanging it.
Lenny,
I know how much you guys love our hair and what's happened in the past. We all had bangs at one stage. Riley's got a bit of a mullet going on now. I've cut my hair. So, seeing as you're all loving the hair updates, the latest with Lenny's is he looks a bit like that zombie. What's it called? Frankenstein. I'm really not good at cutting hair, but when we're traveling around, it's not super easy finding places to get Lenny's hair cut.
Elena is really embarrassed and even insecure.
I'm insecure of my child's hair right now. It's the worst he's ever had. And I don't know what to do about it. I made the mistake of cutting all the way to his ear, and now he looks like Frankenstein.
I'd be more worried about the mosquito bites. What do you reckon, Lenny? Do you look slick? She's like, oh, he's got dreadlocks and I'm not a good hairdresser and blah, blah, blah. Like, oh man,
it's been on my mind. I look at him every day and I feel like I've messed up his hair.
All right.
That's
Should Elena wants to shave his head, should we shave his head?
Yeah,
Let
I'd
us
love
know.
a fresh start. I can't get the dreadies out. He looks like Frankenstein.
Let us know in the
Love
comments.
him to bits, but I think it's time to get rid of the hair. Yeah, let us know. Do you know who Frankenstein is?
A zombie.
Yeah. The boys both got attacked by Seams the other day. Hey, didn't you?
The 6-month delay in having our new trimaran being built, we're starting to think of now as more like a blessing. Having the freedom to circumnavigate the Bahamas one last time before flying to Vietnam has looked a lot like this. Usually a steady breeze, mostly flat water, and always the bluest of blues.
What are you doing?
Recently, Lenny has really come into his own. And it's not just mimicking sailing.
Lenny, what are you doing?
I'm trying to film you. Hello, Dada.
No, that's not Dada. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, Dada.
Hello, Lenny.
This is Mama. Hello, Mama. I'm free.
That's Sarah.
Sarah, what are you doing here?
Hands up. Ready for school? Jacket on.
Come here, mate. Are you excited to go to school today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
A cold front had come down and we were all rugged up in our jumpers this morning as we took Lenny into a cute daycare that our friends had told us about.
Hey, what are you doing upside down?
I'm sure you can play on the playground a bit later. In you go.
Okay, let's go.
Off you go. Go on. See ya. He was so brave. Like, Lenny's been to a bunch of different daycares now. We always try and find one every place we go to if we're going to be here for a week or longer. He loves the kids, he loves his teachers, and he's like a little chameleon. But this morning he got a bit upset and started crying, and I was like, it's okay, Bubba, like, we're going to come and get you this afternoon. And I'm like, off you go. And I could see he was really trying to put on a brave face, like, you know, trying to kind of talk himself into it. Do you know what I mean? Without talking. It was the sweetest thing, and it broke my heart, and I was so proud all at the same time. It was a bit of a moment. So cute. Yeah. Anyway, Riley's just dropped me and Darwin back off. I'm going to jump in the dinghy and go back to the boat. And Riley's going to go pick up Jack and Fran, who will be landing on a tiny little plane in half an hour.
Woo! Okay, I've got Jack and Fran.
Mate, we're so happy to be here. Thanks for picking us up, Riley.
No worries, mate. How are you, Fran?
We made it.
You did?
Yeah, after 5 days of travel.
Mate, we've had a long road to get here. We've had missed flights, our fault. We've had cancelled flights, not our fault. We've had a bit of bad luck, but after 5 days, we've finally made it. We're happy to be here.
5 days of hanging out in airports.
Yeah, mate, 1 day's long enough there, but 5 days, I think we're starting to question our sanity by the end of it.
No doubt.
Got our old pals back.
Yes!
They made it.
Finally. So nice to see a bit of blue water and sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Follow you down, mate.
Fran, you're a great boat-sized person. You know, I don't have to warn you to not hit your head on anything.
Oh, this is so good. Dream boat.
Look who can climb to the first step. Hey, do you see some fishies down there? No? Maybe just dust?
On both?
We're going to move the boat a bit closer into shore. The wind has picked up a lot. We're going to have some rough weather while these guys are on board, but it's not going to stop us from adventuring. It's like 25 knots. So Jack and Fran don't usually pack that heavily. We've told them to bring a bunch of stuff that we got sent to a friend's house in Miami, including a crib for Darwin, because he's that age now where he is standing up and climbing around, and I really don't want him falling off this bed because it's really high. So it's time for the cage, as we refer to it as. What do you think? Go on. If you're wondering what's going on here, Lenny opens this window in the mornings, and Sarah poured a bucket of water back there this morning to clean the boat, and it all got drenched. As you guys know, we really want to test our freediving skills this week with our friends, and we can't resist showing these guys the blue hole today. So as we go and pick up Lenny from daycare, we're just going to quickly stop and have a look at the blue hole. I think, are you guys going to jump in? Yeah, great. All right, cool.
Yeah, definitely going to jump in for a swim. It's been on the bucket list for a few years now, so keen to get in there.
Cool. And at this stage, I think we're going to be late to pick up Lenny on his first day. We're the worst parents.
Are yours?
What do you guys think?
Oh, this is just incredible. You couldn't create a more perfect spot to freedive.
Yeah.
Like, just right there.
I shouldn't be laughing, but this is Riley's new wetsuit that Jack and Fran brought over in the mail, and he's already broken it. Show me the damage.
Why are you laughing so much?
Because what can we do, babe? I'm seriously devastated. Like, that's a really nice suit.
I am astonished that it is as weak as that. Like, maybe I haven't done enough research, but it's like putting on a bit of tissue. I knew that you had to be careful, but like not like that. I mean,
So what, did you just stretch it a little bit
like
to
I
put it on?
I went like, yeah. I mean, I just pulled it on like it was like I was being a little delicate. My cool new wetsuit. What does everyone reckon?
Oh.
Freediving is more than a love of mine. It really is the place where I feel most alive and present, primal and aroused. Believe me, there is nothing else on your mind when you're running out of oxygen, so you can just be completely in the moment. And the added bonus is that the rest of the day is spent in a moderate state of euphoria. What is insane is the mammalian dive reflex. Google that. Basically, it means that we, humans, are at home in the water, or were. Sometime between when we were amoebas and chimps.
I guess some funny thoughts going through your head when it's dark.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely getting more comfortable down there now, mate.
Nice one. Can we call that a day?
Yeah.
The days seemed to blend together as we took Lenny to school and dove the blue hole each day, getting a little deeper than the day before.
Alright, let's do this!
It was so good working together with Jack and Fran and pushing each other to go deeper. What a privilege it is to even be able to dedicate a few days of solid time towards some freedive training. I wondered if by the end of it I'd be able to beat my personal best that still stood at 22 metres. I hoped Riley would be able to beat his too, but 58 metres was going to be much more of a challenge to beat.
I was just saying to these guys, I've never freedove in the corner here, and there's so much sea life and a big underwater cave. Just saw a massive Nassau groper, which is a beautiful fish. So much sea life. Makes me happy.
While I was almost ready to venture on from the blue hole, it seemed that Riley was only just getting started.
The lungs, it's like when you're down there, it's like they're just being compressed so much. So to give you guys an idea, when you're at 10 meters, your lungs are compacted to half the size. When you're at 20 meters, a third of the size. 30 meters, a quarter of the size. So yeah, down there it gets a little bit squishy.
You are pushing. You're pushing down as deep and as far as you can go. And once you actually turn, you're less than halfway because you have to kick back to the surface, which is harder than going down. Going down, you just tuck in your head and you're like flying. You stop kicking your legs and you're actually flying down faster and faster until at some point when you turn and you have to go back. The instinct that you've been fighting against the whole time takes over and you turn around and you head back up.
Okay, I think that was 40.
Riley's just come up from a deep dive here. It's awesome seeing him do some deeper stuff.
Your lips went a little bit blue.
Did they?
Yeah, your lips are a bit blue.
I felt a bit deeper.
What was it?
43.
Yeah! Woo!
Nice dive, mate.
Awesome! We forgot towels, so Riley's trying to dry.
I'm drying the way nature intended.
So tell us about your dive.
So the reason that I turned was my throat was quite stiff,
Good.
43.8. My previous personal best was 58, but I think we spent about a month here.
Good
And I've got kids now and we're working really hard with the YouTube channel, so I don't have enough time to dedicate to the diving, so I'm really happy with that one. So I reckon if I can convince Elena to stay around here for another 4 or 5 days, might be looking at a half ton, bring up to 50.
What have we got, Sarah? Some buffalo cauliflower, a nice cooling coleslaw to cool down the heat, and some rice. Put in a wrap.
Taco Tuesday.
So I've just been doing a CO2 table, which builds up your tolerance to CO2, which is the thing that makes you want to breathe when you don't need to. Over 5 minutes, I hold my breath for as long as I can, and I do it 5 times, and then the remaining time left in the 5 minutes I use to recover. So the first one might be 2 minutes 40, which means I'll have 2 minutes 20 to recover. Second one might be 3 minutes, so I've got 2 minutes to recover, and I do that 5 times. Adam's got a online freediving course, which I've gone through most of, and it's just fantastic. Because of the way things are in the world at the moment, I think that online learning stuff is really the way to go.
Yeah, can do it in your bedroom.
So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of what I'm doing here, so that when you do get your shot in the blue hole, you can nail it.
These rocks are so pointy up here.
And that's a cliff face there, like we're dead.
It's really nice to be able to show our friends a place that we absolutely love. Like,
yeah, they're stoked. They've wanted to come here for ages, so it's pretty awesome. All right, let's go dive this thing, eh?
Yeah. I used to do a lot of scuba diving as a teenager and then in my early 20s. And one thing they teach you is to never put your mask on your head. It's not cool. It can be a sign of like you being stressed out in the water, because a lot of people do that. But I love it. It's super convenient, keeps my hair out of my face. I vote bring back in the mask on the head. There's nothing wrong with it. I know you were bidding.
I knew you were.
It's our last day here, and Riley and I are determined to make this our deepest dive for the week. Unfortunately, along for the ride today was a bunch of plastic that drifted in with the ocean's currents. We're going to talk more about this in an upcoming episode. So I didn't manage to beat my personal best, which I guess I was a little bummed about, but at the same time I'm just happy being comfortable down there and having fun at this stage. On Riley's last dive, he was actually down for quite a while. I hoped he was reaching new depths and there wasn't a problem. And just as I'd started to worry, he emerged from the darkness. It's important to watch your dive buddy resurface after any dive, but especially the deeper dives, as shallow water blackout becomes a lot more common when you're pushing your limits.
What's going on?
Well, I'm trying to write a voiceover for the end of this video, but because it's me congratulating myself, I'm either just going to bomb out a bunch of cliches and platitudes, or sit there patting myself on the back, both of which I don't really want to do.
Yeah, we've come to the part where Riley freedove down to 50 metres and he doesn't know how to say that. What are you playing with, Lenny?
My kite
Your kite.
is stuck.
Yeah, you've been running it around every pole on the boat, hey?
Yeah.
You've created quite a little booby trap.
Yeah, then I roll it all by myself.
So it was awesome diving with Jack and Fran. Funnily enough, they actually got COVID when they were in Italy.
It's nothing to joke about.
No, I'm not joking about anything. It was a very serious situation. Head over to their channel, we'll link that below like we always do, to see how that unfolded. I was really interested to see how COVID affected their freediving, so yeah.
Free diving.
Down to 50 meters.
Free diving. Just making some water. We have the engine on. We're using a bit more water now that we have 2 extra
No one's
guests on
watching
board.
anymore. Everyone would.
But I just wanted to say, nice work on getting down to 50 metres. And what a week we've had already with Jack and Fran and Sewa. Looking forward to next week's adventure. We're actually going to set sail, go to some new places. So stick around for that. Thank you for watching.
Stay safe out there, freedivers,
Love you all.
and happy blowholing.
Wow.
That was pretty wild.